cars that I'm surprised I didn't already own. He's been cheap online for years and I just never bit the bullet until I finally got him as a gift this Christmas. He was released in 2010 and 2013, and he even has a lenticular variant for some reason. I say for some reason, but it was basically guaranteed for any car who was out in 2010, right? Vern falls into that really interesting niche of cars diecasts based off of characters whose fronts we don't see in the movie. All you see of Vern in the movie is his back. And I believe he, alongside Jonathan Wrenchworth's, also first released in 2010, were the first two cars to ever be diecast released where you didn't actually see their fronts in the movies. And of course, every once in a while, we will get cars like that. Steve Herschel, Kill Motorray, Bud, all characters whose fronts you never saw in the movie. Vern, of course, is a taxi cab. I believe he is based off of an actual real-life taxi company that the employees at Pixar would use to get to work. And his Meet the Cars bio, or rather his Car Finder bio, he's not in Meet the Cars, says that he is the sole owner and employee of Vern's taxi service. Of course, we know that's no longer true by the time of Cars 2, because in that movie we see a different Vern's taxi employee. Of course, Revney Grillante. I think Vern is probably a bit of a more well-known character than he was a year ago, thanks to Revney Grillante getting a diecast. And now I'm very excited to own the original Vern of Vern's Taxi Service. I think I prefer Revney Grillante in terms of mold and color scheme and everything, but Vern is still just really nice to have. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Vern, who is number, 119 in the 2010 Final Lap collection. Moving on to the back. Complete your collection. It's a final lap and a race to the finish. Collect 40 new characters from the Cars movie, but don't speed by any classics you missed the first time around. Collect these and more. We've got Skip Richter, who I just reviewed the other day, Muddy McQueen, Donna Pitts, Polly Puddlejumper, Constanza de la Corza, Nick Stickers, Jay Limo, Blowing Bubbles Mater, Pick Remember Sarge, Wet Lightning McQueen, Race Damage Mood Springs, Antonio Veloce Excellente, One-Eyed Mater, and Vern. A lot of these cars have never been re-released. A lot of them. Vern was. He was re-released in 2013, and of all places, the Rusty's Racing series, which makes no sense. That series was for cars that appear at the Rusty's tent. Vern didn't. Vern appeared going into the LA Speedway. You could have just put him in the Piston Cup series, or you could have waited until 2016 and put him in the LA Speedway series. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Vern hasn't been re-released again yet, but considering we just got Revney last year, maybe we'll see Vern back soon. And wow! Vern is so sad! I did not expect this to be his face. He looks like he's in such distress. Huh. Well, I mean, you know, we never saw his face in the movie, but that's a really interesting face to get him. I guess, you know, they did give Revney a concerned expression too, I guess, sort of. They gave him a frown, but I don't know. I think it looks a bit less sad than this. Then again, why is every member of Vern's taxi service so sad? What happened to these guys? Do they realize that as a taxi in a world full of only cars, they don't serve much of a purpose? Maybe that's why. Maybe they're contemplating their career choices. I have always said that in the Cars universe, presumably, you call up a taxi and they lead you to where you want to go, you know, but still, you'll always hear people joking like, why are there taxis in the Cars series? Just because taxis exist in the Cars universe doesn't mean that the cars are riding in taxis. Again, they're probably leading them around. We've got the little Vern's sign up there. I believe Vern is an original unique mold. I don't believe this has been used on any other character. Some interesting looking wheels. You might have noticed on his artwork that he only has one hubcap, which is on this side. I don't know why, but you know, they took some liberties with this car. I guess you only see his back in the movie, and I don't know, I think it makes him unique just having the one hubcap. Maybe that's why he's so sad. On the back, you can see Vern's Taxi, a very, very 2006 graphic design logo, and his license plate reads AH4RE. A hare? AH4RE? Is that supposed to be some sort of pun about rabbits? on this taxi? I don't know. I have no clue. But what you're seeing right now is basically all you see of Vern in the movie. You just see this. You see the Vern sign. You see the Vern's taxi cab logo. Basically, a glorified Easter egg turned into a car. And he's a very small car. He's almost like Hot Wheels scale, I feel. Honestly, there are some cars out there that could definitely fit on the Hot Wheels track. I don't have any Hot Wheels with me currently. All of my old Hot Wheels are in my basement now. But Vern is just, he's a very small car, even when compared to other thin cars like Brick Yardley. Like, Vern is a surprisingly skinny release, which is pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of Milo in that sense. Anyway, there is a look at the base. So yeah, there you have it. A look at Vern, the very clearly distraught taxi, but still a very, very cool car, and it's awesome that we now have two of them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.